I never thought I would be going into ministry. And I honestly fought the Lord a little bit, just kind of going back and forth. But I knew it was right, and I just felt sick to my stomach saying any other degree other than ministry. And I was like, all right, God, like, I want to do your will, your way. And so, and I trust that, and I'm going to walk into that. And so I accepted that call late one night at a youth group, and I just fully surrendered. I said, all right, God, I give you my life. I've already done that. I've given you my, now, but now I give you my future. And so I decided to walk into ministry. And I felt like he wanted to partner both ministry and marketing together, because I did have some unique opportunities to do some marketing stuff from my youth group. And so for the Treasure Valley, so we got to put on some cool events and everything, and I got to do the marketing in that. So I got to watch how ministry and marketing walk together. And so I decided to just pull in the double major, and I felt like that's what the Lord was telling me to do. And so I walked into that, and a lot of people sometimes are like, ministry and marketing? But really, like, it's where the Lord called me, and now I'm sitting here 4 years later, getting to do a job that's ministry and marketing together, which is really cool. So the ministry classes are a lot of fun. One of my favorite is worship theory with Dr. Peterson. We had a blast. We had way too much fun in that class, because he just kind of opened the floor. He'd walk into class and be like, all right, what do you guys want to talk about today? And obviously he did have a script of stuff that he did want to get to, but I would bring something up, and then here we were. We would just be fun debating, not like angry debating or anything like that. We'd just go back and forth, and we'd just have so much fun. And he'd play devil's advocate, or I'd play devil's advocate, and we would just, like, the whole class, and everybody would get into it, and it was just so much fun. So I always looked forward to worship theory with him, and he'll still talk about it to this day of how much fun that class was. But that's a pretty standard class of ministry. But for the most part, if I were to just describe a ministry class, I'd say it's intense, lots of reading, but really deep material that you get to learn about Jesus, which, what an awesome opportunity to just learn and grow deeper into that. So it's been pretty cool. Yeah, so as I graduate, after these 4 years of just not knowing where I was gonna go, as I graduate, I officially have a job. Actually, 2 days before graduation is when I start my new job. And it's been a cool journey of just the connections and the networking and the people here that have helped me get this job. Like, it's really come from the relationships that I have here with professors or presidents of the university or things like that, that people look out for you here and they want to help you get a job. And so this kind of was the result of that. And so I get to officially start my job May 1st as the Missionary Communications and Partner Coordinator for the USA-Canada region for the Church of the Nazarene, which basically means that I get to kind of work with the USA-Canada brand, work on the marketing and communications from the higher level, reaching down to the local churches. And I get to work with some apps and Bless apps and partnership type of things. So I kind of get to work with all of our partnerships from Upward Sports to Bless apps and get to be the representative and communications person for that. So it's pretty cool, and I'm really excited, and it's just everything I could have ever dreamed of getting to do marketing and ministry in a church that I love. And honestly, I bring it all back to NNU and just the connections and the people that have supported me along the way. And I'm excited, and it's cool to see how the Lord, it just feels like he's tied it in a bow for me at the end of the year. And in the business world, Dr. Weber, she is my advisor, and every single time I met with her, she'd pray over me. And that's just a testament to who she is, but also it meant a lot to me as a student of navigating all of this, not knowing what was ahead for me, not knowing where I was gonna go, not knowing the job that I was gonna have. And she would just pray over me every single time, and it was always just like, I can do this, let's do this, you know? And I have somebody in my corner supporting me throughout the whole thing. So NNU is always gonna have a really special place in our heart.